Alrighty then, folks. Welcome to Headcanon. Superman Returns. Since James Gunn's Superman movie is right around the corner, we figured we'd revisit an old Superman classic. I guess it's a classic, actually. Yeah, I used to not like it. I used to not like this movie, but I'm glad I gave it a rewatch after 19 years.
Well, I mean, so it's what's the plot of Superman Returns? Well, it's pretty much Superman travels to a distant planet after the last series of movies, comes back, and then does he try to win Lois's heart again? Or no, he just goes through his normal actions and Lois starts falling in love again. She's pissed off that he left, but because it's been 5 years and she's with a new man, Perry White's nephew. They have a kid together, and Lex Luthor comes back and does this whole fight again. And everyone's like, why would you do that again? And to me, it's like, fucking why not? It was beautiful. Bryan Singer made it gorgeous. Like the cinematography in it.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about the movie.
Storyline.
It looks so good.
It has the heart, and I loved it so much. But so, what'd you think of it rewatching it after?
Oh, it was much better than I remember. The scenes, there was a lot more scenes of Superman showing off his powers before they drained him. Well, not really drained him, but when he went to that arena that was all kryptonite, so he couldn't. I totally forgot that. That's such a smart plan for Lex Luthor, but also Lex Luthor didn't really think it through because Superman will be weaker, but how does that automatically mean he's going to defeat the army with not tanks, but fighter jets and all this stuff where they could just shoot him from a distance? He says in a line, he's like, I'll make technology that's 1,000 times, but you don't have that yet.
Yeah.
And you just started this plot before you have any defense.
Yeah,
you'll beat Superman, but what are you going to do after that? That's kind of where my head was going. It's great plans for dealing with Superman, but the rest of the world, you haven't really worked that out yet, it seems. But and then Parker Posey, Kitty, she had a character arc that I forgot where she felt bad. She didn't want to be the cause of billions of deaths, so she throws the crystals out.
Because I also saw a mirror in this, because it was much like Miss Tessmacher and her mom.
I thought it was like Tessmacher, the old lady at the beginning was Miss Tessmacher, that he was forcefully changing her will.
Fun fact,
that hit home for me.
Fun fact: the old lady in bed was actually the old Lois Lane from the 1940 serials of Superman. So they threw that. Can you imagine Bryan Singer? It's I know you were Lois Lane, played a big part in Superman, but do you want to play a dying woman that Lex takes advantage of? I thought that was cool.
Yeah, and the poor dog.
But yeah,
eats the other dog. The dog eat dog world in Superman.
That's funny. Parker Posey, she plays Miss Tuckmacher-ish type of.
Yeah, she's basically like a Miss Tessmacher.
Because remember, Miss Tessmacher in the original Superman saves Superman and takes the please go save my mom, and he's all well, all right, I'll go to the missile to save your mom, you save me and all that stuff. But then that's pointless because he goes back in time and changes it all. But we don't get that in this.
And so in this movie, though, Lois Lane doesn't remember that Clark Kent was Superman. So the kiss memory wipe thing happened in this, right?
I mean,
is what they're saying, because she has no memory of any of that stuff. And then this movie does a lot of beats, just like the first movie, since I watched it, where he uses the X-ray and the cigarettes in her purse and the alleyway scene. And there was last little parallels,
and then save the plane, and then says that it's still the number one safest means of transportation. Don't let that sway you. And then he even talks like him too, dude. It's amazing.
He does the posture thing. Let's talk about Brandon Routh as Superman. I really forgot how good he was at this role.
Isn't it amazing? He connects with that Christopher Reeves
and the blue contact.
Yeah, and then he makes it his own and stuff. So it's he mirrors it, but then makes it his own beats. Especially transforming later on in the movie, because you could kind of see it morphing into his own franchise. I see what Bryan Singer wanted to do. He wanted us to connect to that old in the beginning and all have that same beats, but then have this grand save of the world at the end with the giant piece of kryptonite and all this stuff. And then
I love the way they use Marlon Brando too.
Oh yeah,
becomes the son. The son becomes the father.
Well then going into that, it turns out
that's the theme of the movie.
Oh my yes, because it turns out that poor James Marsden. What is his name?
Cyclops.
What's his name in the Richie? Is it Richard White or
something?
Yeah, that sucks. I don't
sure cucks a lot.
Yeah, so
Perry's nephew. In this one, he's the nicest guy ever too.
Well, he's a good father to Jason, and so Lois, Superman comes back and talks to Lois, and was it Lois talking to Clark when she goes all like, well, he leaves for 5 years and doesn't come back, and then Clark kind of goes like, well, you know, you don't know what he's been
he became
through.
the man. He's
yeah.
like, then she even says that to Superman. She's like, a friend of mine said that you were. It's like, who's Clark?
Yeah.
Act all like, who? I definitely don't look like him.
Cool, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, Clark's trying to like say like, hey, listen, like he had his own thing going on. Maybe he did want to tell you, just didn't have the chance, which he did. He found out that, oh shit, Krypton might be alive. I have to go. So he went. And so, I also like that when she was talking about that, she was hinting around that her and Superman were kind of fooling around, and it wasn't the whole memory wipe thing. So Lois didn't get magically pregnant out of nowhere. Because, you know, in Superman 2...
It's like 51st Day.
Pregnant one morning.
Like, here's a video, honey, of your life.
It's like, yeah, so it was like, yeah, and then Perry's nephew and her start dating, and that's why he raised Jason, because he thinks it's his. So, yeah, poor James Marsden is just, like... innocent bystander, because he starts kind of digging Superman when he's flying the plane and rescuing him and helping him out, but then we learn that Jason turns out has powers.
Kills a man.
Yeah.
He defended his mom, but that's still murder.
No, it's not.
He crushed a man with
murder.
piano.
But murder is planned out.
Okay.
I don't like how you do that.
Accidental manslaughter? Or...
No, it's a rescue. It's not manslaughter at all. They were trying to destroy the world. Their plot was to destroy the city.
Okay. So
they were cracking the earth.
Jason killing that guy with the piano. We're just gonna.
Yeah. No, it was fine. He was being a hero, saving his mom.
Yeah. That scene is really epic, too. Like the tension on the scene in the yacht when it's like Titanicing, when it like, because it gets like stabbed by like a Kryptonian killer, and then they're all like trapped in there about to drown. And Superman. That's like a nice scene too, because Lois is like, I don't need a savior and all this stuff. She tells him at near the beginning of the movie, I don't need it. The world doesn't need Superman. It's like, you definitely needed him in that moment when your whole family was about to drown. But
yeah, going back to the father and son plot with Marlon Brando, I like the speech because he says it again in the first movie. He like Superman does that speech saying like, oh, the father becomes the son and the son becomes, and it's like, it's perfect because Superman realizes like, holy shit, I have a kid, and like he goes and he tells the kid in the sleep, and it's like the whole plot, like it's just Superman. He was searching for his Kryptonian heritage in the beginning, but then I think he realizes finally, like, this is home now. Like, he's like, this is it. Like, I went to go find my old family. It's gone. Like, this is home now. My adopted, like, I don't have to keep searching, like, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's the kind of, like, the theme of Superman. It's like, he's always trying to be human. He doesn't have to be human to be an Earthling. Now, this is his home. He has a wife and he has a kid.
Yeah, looking for something he already has.
It's been there the whole time.
Right there. Under your nose,
A lot of people who write these Superman movies use Jonathan and Martha Kent trying to make him human, give us his humanity. But in those movies, Pa died and Ma was kind of just in the background. For this, they used the son, like they used Jason to kind of make him more human. So I really love that thing.
Yeah, Jason saves him because there was that scene where Superman's like drowning, and I'm thinking, how are they gonna find him in this ocean? It's like, oh yeah, Jason could see
vision.
Yeah, like, how you down there?
What? Yeah, like, how'd you see him?
It's like, yeah, that's one thing I definitely forgot on my first watch is how much Jason influences the actual story. I remembered that he was a super kid, but I don't remember him showing any powers in the movie. And upon rewatch, he definitely does a few times.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just, I love that. I didn't think they were gonna do that. Like honestly, I thought they made her have a kid just because like they didn't want Superman with Lois anymore and stuff. But yeah, it's having him have a kid. I think they wanted to do the whole. I don't know if he wanted to do a franchise like Teen Titan type things, but I don't know. Do you think it was more Bryan Singer was looking for something like X-Men? He wanted multiple like super beings and shit, or do you think it was just like he wanted to just do Superman World?
I feel like it's a one-off.
Really?
It doesn't.
You don't think he would have continued it?
I don't think so. Do you really? You think so?
Yeah, because he had plans to have World and Darkseid come.
Okay.
That's why
it just seemed like an ending to me because it brought it back all around to the Marlon Brando thing.
Well, so did the other movies though too. Well, that's why I think it's perfect. Like,
yeah,
it ends
like a nice
perfect.
Circular story.
But so did the other Superman movies.
He finally became the father. You know, he basically became everything his dad was. keeps fucking hyping him up,
Yeah.
not gaslighting, but hyping
Yeah.
him up. He's like, "You're the greatest, Kal-El. You're gonna go there and be a god to them and show them how powerful."
Yeah.
No, not that.
Yeah. How'd you like the Lex Luthor?
Kevin Spacey was really good.
I mean, all right, let's put the creepiness aside. He was pretty good as Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he was. I found him entertaining. I liked his scenes. I liked how the first 15 minutes of the movie, we don't have Superman at all. It's like Lex Luthor forcing this old lady to sign her will over to him. He like basically takes her whole fortune right in front of all her wacky family, and he buys the house, but he just leaves it for a while, and he leaves these 2 dogs there, and the one dog eats the other dog.
Weren't there 2 dogs?
Yeah, Mark Raposi ends up, adopting the one dog, and then at the end of the movie, they're stuck on that island, and they're
what
like,
are we gonna eat?
We're gonna eat, and they look at the dog, and it's like, uh-oh. It's like the end of Pirates of the Caribbean. They're gonna be those islanders chasing that dog around. But yeah, I liked it. And it was crazy how he goes to the Fortress of Solitude. Superman never knows or anything. Like, there's no like alarm system or anything to tell Clark, like, hey,
was he back on
intruder
the planet
alert?
yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like intruder alert. Someone's in your fortress, but nothing.
Did he even go back though to the fortress?
After, yeah, that's when he finds out that
the crystal's gone. That's right.
That's the only time he goes back though. So he was like staying away from there. But yeah, and then so that's the plot, is like Lex Luthor has all these kryptonite crystals, and he's gonna like basically create a new world, a new super metropolis city.
Well, because in the plot of the first Superman, he's trying to take out the California coast.
Yeah, this is like an extended version of that.
So yeah, because instead
of like sell property.
Exactly. So instead of because he was buying property in the middle of California, he was going to use the nukes to cut off the coast and create beachfront property. So he found out that you could grow land with the crystals. So he saw how there was an ice cavern. So he's like, if I put this in Earth, it'll grow Earth caverns. So he was going to build an island, a tropical island, and like sell real estate on it, and like.
I love the miniature. It's a perfect way for him to test it out before he uses it on a real city.
Just a tiny one.
Yeah, just the tiniest little speck. And I like that actually causes the power outage. That was the cause of the plane crash.
Yeah.
Because when I first watched the movie, I didn't realize that they were connected. I was just like, oh, Superman's saving a plane at the same time Lex is. But no, like, in a roundabout way, Lex actually...
It was an EMP type thing.
And so many people could have died. Like, that full plane goes into that... stadium, and it's like a full-on stadium. The people, that hundreds of deaths.
So, you know why I like that scene? Because that plane wasn't going to crash into that stadium until Superman intervened, ripped off the wings on accident. He's not Superman yet. He's still he hasn't saved anyone. He hasn't done anything grand like that in a long time. And if you notice,
rusty?
Yes, because he grabs the wing and he's pulling it back and he rips it off on accident and he goes, oh shit. So then he flies down and the other wing comes off. And
so
he flies
trained
through
just like trajectory, so he had to save it, or else that would have been on him.
So I like that.
Because they were over water, and he kind of brought it back to the city, huh? Yeah.
So I like that a lot, how they showed that, and then he stops it, and I love the graphics on it for 2006 or 5, whenever it was, of him pushing the plane,
so good.
And you see the plane start crushing because the mass of the plane's crushing into the mat, and it shows how strong he is just pushing it back.
The way they mix the practical effects and the CGI, that's how it's done. It's not all CGI plane. Like, there's definitely some realism to that. Yeah. And it looks so good.
Yeah. And then him gently just setting it down and coming in. They're like,
no casualties.
Is everyone okay? And it's like, like he says, like, oh, it's still the safest means of transportation. I was like, oh, I like that. And then he looks at Lois, and everyone looks at Lois, and then looks at him. Because they know, like.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, there's like should we give you to a room?
Yeah, it's
private time. Yeah.
And he's like, good day, and then he flies off, and like, because she didn't know he was back, and she just sees him zoom by, and like, what, like.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
And I even like the scene too, where like the guy with the minigun on the roof, he's got like a giant minigun attached to like a crane arm that he could like swivel it, and he just tries to shoot Superman. I love like the shot of the bullet hitting the eye,
not even
and it
blinking.
just bends or makes the bullet like flatten. It looks so cool.
Yeah, that's a good one. And that's also a callback to when he's going to Luthor's like lair in the first one when he breaks down on the floor.
Oh yeah, and the deleted scene too. Is that
yes,
from the
you're right. Yeah,
that's the sentry guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's another little callback. But yeah, I liked it. Like, Yeah, Superman doesn't fly around and punch people. You want to see that? Go watch Zack Snyder, where Metropolis actually gets destroyed. In this, he actually saves the city with minimal casualties. And fucking Lex Luthor's literally creating a goddamn like Planet M, like Magneto's like whole. He creates like a meteor that could, or not a meteor. Technically, it's a meteor when Clark has it, because if he dropped it, that would probably destroy Metropolis. But.
So I don't know if it was in the movie or in the deleted scene, but they make reference to it. Perry does, and says, "Oh, that giant mass of Earth that Superman threw in the Earth has settled into orbit around the Earth on the other side of the sun, exactly where Earth is." So
like Argo City, is that what?
So exactly, Argo City is literally on the other side.
Okay.
But I think that's why I think Bryan Singer was gonna make a whole I think he was gonna tap into the Supergirl franchise, because remember she goes back to Argo City, or was it Argo, or was it the one that starts with a K?
The little city?
Yeah, the bottled city.
Like Kandor?
Kandor, that's it. I don't know. I think hers might be Kandor, or I don't know. Whatever Supergirl city was, I think he was gonna tap into that.
I see what you're saying.
And get all those Kryptonians.
Get a new actress to play her, like kind of like they did with Ryan Ralph, but a Supergirl.
They
like
can't
that.
handle Earth, and so I got an idea. There's a Kryptonian planet on the other side. You guys aren't gonna have powers because it's made of Krypton. So they go, and the sunlight and it being a planet cancels out their powers, so they live as normal Kryptonians on the other side of the Earth. So we don't have to mess with anything, and it's exactly the same. So that's what I thought was gonna happen, because and then with Jason having powers, he flies back and forth, like his Kryptonian heritage.
He can go visit.
Like a whole thing with that. So, but yeah, how do you think? What did you think about Superman lifting up a planet of Kryptonite?
That was cool. I thought I guess he soaked in enough of the sun's radiation or whatever to, because all that kryptonite was like right next to him.
But he was getting weak. You could tell he was like struggling. But
I just needed to get it to space to where he could just float away.
He went up, charged himself up, and then he just lifted, and then he pushed. And he fell.
Pretty cool. Because that's another thing. When I was watching the movie, I'm like, how does he deal with this? You know what I mean? I'm watching it, I'm like, it's literally a giant arena of his weakness. Like he can't touch it. So he had to like touch the rock that wasn't kryptonite. And then he gets his ass beat by Kal Penn, the mute.
Silent.
That's probably why he talks so much in Harold and Kumar. Is like, he's like, I'm gonna make up for the other movies where I got no dialogue whatsoever.
Harold Kumar was before this.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
2000. Yeah, you're probably right. Damn, so he's like a main dude with so many. And he is in a Superman movie, and that had to be pretty easy. You just show up, punch Superman a few times, cash a check.
Real shit, yeah.
But yeah, Superman gets. Damn, they beat the shit out of him too. Like they like
stab him and
stab him. They push his face into like a puddle of water and like drowning him, so he gets to feel what drowning feels like a little bit. Which is also a callback to the first movie, because he was drowning in the pool.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. It's messed up.
Weighed down by the kryptonite. Yeah.
Everyone's getting mad at James Gunn. It's like, why is Superman getting beat up? He got beat up in the first one.
I want to see him get beat up.
He gets beat up by Zod. He gets beat up in this one. It's like Superman's been beat up before. It's like, leave him alone.
Call me crazy. I like to see Superman take damage. It reminds me that he's not unstoppable and that he has weaknesses. I like to be reminded that this character, he may seem like an unstoppable god, but he does have weaknesses and vulnerabilities.
Yeah. Exactly, because it's like magic, kryptonite, like the magic in the movies. It's like Supergirl had to deal with that.
Would a red sun weaken him too?
Well, red sun would make him normal.
Oh, okay.
It would take away his charge, because the solar.
Well, that would still, in a way, be a weakness then.
No,
it's not an enhancer. It's not going to fully weaken him, but it's a weakening agent.
Like if you were to put Supergirl and Superman under a red sun, she'd win, because she fought. She knows, like she was trained in the arts of she was going to be a warrior on Krypton. Like her father was a scientist, but she wanted to join the army and stuff, like Ursa and Zod. So she'd beat the crap out of Clark, because Clark doesn't. I mean, he uses his powers. Like if Jonathan Kent, Superboy / now Superman, Robin trained him.
Yeah, because I know we talked about this. Like Superman never really needed like hand-to-hand training or any type of like actual martial arts. Yeah. He just bad guy get punched, bad guy die, bad guy go down.
That's why
shoot laser beam, ice breath, you go down. You know what I mean?
That's why Wonder Woman always has like a upper hand on him, because she's a trained warrior.
Amazon. Yeah, Valkyrie. What are they? Amazons?
They're Amazons, yeah, Amazonians, yeah.
Yeah.
Themyscira, Paradise Island.
Yeah. Do you think that Bryan Singer would have brought in his own Wonder Woman and his own Justice League type of thing? Because they mentioned Gotham in this movie too.
Dude, I wanted, like, I told you outside of this, but I wanted them to bring Christian Bale's. I was like, this is perfect. Christian Bale's Batman into this world. Like, have him mention it.
I'm
like,
glad they didn't put that in the Flash. That was what I was scared of in the Flash.
Yeah.
Like, don't show Christian Bale. No.
No, but no, I wanted Christian Bale's Batman to pop up, and then possibly, like, I told you, I wanted him to, like, hunt Superboy. Superboy reveals himself, and he's hunting Superboy, and the Superman thinks, like, oh, the Batman of Gotham's trying to hunt down my alien son.
Mhm.
Think it's like a prejudice thing, but it turns out, like, no. It's like, I need help with someone, and it's like Dick Grayson maybe.
Mhm.
Like, he just adopted Dick Grayson, and like Dick Grayson needs a friend, so it's like it's Jason and Dick Grayson team up and shit, and like it's
Yeah.
like a world's, what is it? What did I say?
The world's finest.
World's finest movie, and it's just like, yeah, it's like Superman teaming up with Christian Bale's Batman and shit. And
That would be cool.
like, because that was the team to do it. That was because I
Now
know.
it's like seems too late now.
Well, because I know Goyer wrote
It is
Man of Steel. Yeah, I mean not Nif, it's Elseworld.
true.
Because he said if Nolan does something with Goyer again, why not just do like but they did continue the Man of Steel or Superman Returns in the CW, and it was just so perfect because you get Brandon Routh, who plays Ray Palmer in the
And I love
the
that
CW.
they make a joke about it. You
Yeah.
look just like Ray Palmer.
yeah. And so, well, even Ray Palmer was all like, when Supergirl comes up, he goes, "Hey, that looks like my cousin," and it's all like,
I feel bad for Tyler, the other Superman, because
Yeah.
they're fucking talking shit on his looks. They're like, man, you don't look as good as our Superman or whatever. It's like,
Well, even when they go to
like, come
Tom,
on,
when they go to,
leave
it's
the
like,
man
wow,
alone.
it's like, wow, he's so tall. It's
Yeah,
like,
he's handsome.
yeah. And then even with Tom Welling Superman, she goes, wow, he looks like the brawny guy. And he goes like,
Yeah, come on.
But yeah, no, because as soon as he pops up, they have the long hair Clark Kent with the glasses, and he has the contacts in again. Same tweed suit, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. Listen, if you guys want to take a meeting," it's like, no. It's like, we know you're Superman, and then you just see the change, and his shoulders aren't slumped anymore, and he stands up
Oh,
straight.
thank God, I don't have to put on.
Yeah,
that
and he
anymore.
takes off the glasses, and he goes like, "It's fine. I've dealt with Lex Luthor before," and it's so awesome because it's Kingdom Come Superman that they made him, and they read off the names on the wall, and they're like, "What is this?" He goes, "Some Joker from Gotham," and I'm like, "Oh, dude, they could have done the Batman like crossover and shit.
Mhm.
Like Heath Ledger's got it could be Heath Ledger's Joker that did it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like."
What could have been if Heath didn't pass
But
away?
yeah, so he gasses the Daily Planet, and all his friends go. But Superman, he doesn't go crazy like in Injustice.
Mhm.
He keeps living on, and all he does is he puts a black, like a black S on his chest, much like the new James Gunn Superman. But the reason that it's a red line is because it's supposed to be, even in the darkness, hope comes through.
Mm.
And it's not a total S. The S is covered up by the Morning with Black, but that's why it's only a strip, because he's saying,
Okay.
because S, it's not an S, it means hope on Krypton.
Right.
So that one little strip going through the darkness is hope cutting through. So I'm like, oh, that's a clever little like thing. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know what this version means from James Gunn's universe, but that, yeah. So they made it connected to like Kingdom Come / Superman Returns, and it was just so awesome to see him in the suit again and buff again. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I know it's the suit mainly, but still, it was like he looked like Superman, dude.
No, he got pretty swole for
Yeah.
Superman Returns. Like, I always remember Brandon Routh being a little skinnier,
Yeah.
but when you see him in this, he's got like,
Yeah.
like I guess like he was doing a lot of like upper
Yeah.
body workouts, because you could tell his shoulders are like
Yeah.
because I see him in Chuck, he's way different
Yeah,
in Chuck. Like
yeah.
you see him in Chuck, like they're almost the same. Him and Zachary Levi,
Yeah.
like the muscle definition.
Well, Zachary Levi got buff too. Like,
Yeah.
it's just they have the same build. You get
Yeah.
that protein in, dude, you get buff.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. He because that was all suit, like, or it wasn't all suit. It was all him. The suit was skin tight.
Yeah, because like the scene when he goes back to Canada,
Yeah.
he looks huge.
Yeah.
Like he's like leaning on the fence. I'm like, he looks twice as thick as normal Brandon Routh.
Yeah.
Like that dude was definitely eating a lot of, like, he was on like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
You could tell, strict regiment.
So what did you think? I like how they cut in, because in Smallville, Martha starts dating. I like how that guy comes over. Was that in that, or was that in the deleted scenes?
Guy comes over.
A guy comes over and says, "Hey, Clark, nice to see you again. You're back in town, huh?" And it's like she's going on a date, and he's all like, "Yeah, who are you?" I'm so and so. It's like, oh, well, thanks for keeping an eye on your mom. And they kind of looked at each
I
other.
don't know if that's in
Okay,
the
then it's in the
one I
extended
watched.
version. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he goes to the bar with the old guy and because Jimmy takes him out to a drink.
that's in
when he-
Metropolis. Yes.
Yeah, because like he goes back to the Daily
Yeah.
Planet. Jimmy tells
Yeah.
him that Lois is dating
Yeah.
what's his name. 'Cause that's what poor Jimmy is, just exposition.
Yeah.
I like Jimmy in this, like the actor does, but they don't give him much
Yeah,
to do.
no.
He gets to take that cool picture at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jimmy like tells him let's go have a drink, and then there's the old man. But I'm sure that's just the bartender. Yeah, I don't remember any.
Yeah.
Of,
Yeah. 'cause
I remember Martha, but I don't remember her dating
Yeah,
somebody.
because they look at each other and he's like, "I'll go wait outside," and Martha goes like, "Well, I'm kind of dead." Oh, okay.
And Clark could like see the guy's heartbeat, right? If he's like,
Well,
beating
that,
fast, he
but
would know he's
then,
nervous.
but Clark didn't like it. I was laughing, but yeah, God, yeah, I forget I have the director's cut, but yeah, there's some deleted scenes.
I
in
like
there.
the little ways they show Clark use his powers. He uses the X-ray to see like Lois doesn't have cancer still, just like in the original.
Yeah.
One of my favorite X-rays is when she goes in the elevator and he just can't stop staring at her, so he uses the
Yeah.
X-ray to watch her go all the. I'm like, that's such a cool effect. How they did that? How they had like the layers of the X-ray? Like
Yeah.
that's some movie magic because I don't really know how they did it.
Yeah. Yeah, because in Smallville, it's like X-ray, like you can see bones and stuff. They never show like him going through walls.
Yeah, like layers.
yeah,
he has.
that-
he can control it.
He
to a
adjusted
certain
it
point.
so it's just through the elevator, and he's just looking up. And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I like that a lot. It's like cute.
The cinematography too. Yeah.
That's not, the cinematography is by
Amazing.
far the best thing
Well,
about this movie. Like I
because
said earlier,
you mentioned-
it's beautiful.
You mentioned him with the globe. That amazing shots of that in the comics. And then also, did you notice that the Green Mustang was like Superman #1 or Action Comics #1, where
Oh.
the cover of it, it's a green Mustang, and he stops it and then he sets it down, just like in the cover of Action Comics
that's
#1
cool.
when he saves Parker Posey. So
Okay.
I was all like, oh,
I
that's
love that scene too.
Chef's kiss.
I didn't remember too when she's like, "You didn't actually have to cut the brakes."
Oh, she
you
walks
said,
in,
yeah.
and she slaps him, and because I remember she was like, she got into it because she actually slaps him and then spits on his face as she's yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, you actually cut the brakes? Like, oh my god, that's so good.
She's lucky she didn't kill anyone.
No, real shit.
because
Like,
she was.
that was actually
driving
screaming.
like-
He's like, I needed it authentic. Like,
Yeah,
it
I needed
was.
Superman. Superman, you know, Superman knows it when a
Yeah.
girl's faking it.
Yeah. That was so good.
Yeah.
He's such a creep.
hmm
But yeah, but I was telling you about the Superman Returns game because I was into it. So I even got the video game. They have a prequel level where they show Superman in his black suit, which I also like in the movie. He showed up in his black suit from like when Death is Superman.
Yeah.
He pops back up and it's a black suit, like it's a Kryptonian like space suit. But in the game, when he's traveling to Krypton, he crash lands on Warworld and meets Mongol and all this stuff, and he becomes like a gladiator, and then finally escapes and stuff. But you get to fight different aliens. I think one of the aliens might be Lobo, but dude, how badass would it have been if Bryan Singer just did that? Like instead of like they show Lex doing all that stuff, or they even show like Lois finding out he left, and then they cut to Clark traveling in space, crash landing, fighting, and then when he comes back, maybe it only was like a month for Clark, but then it's space travel, so he comes back and it's actually been 5 years. That would have been like badass, and he's like, oh shit.
Have like a slow motion montage of
Yeah.
them fighting in the arena during the credits of the
yeah,
movie at the beginning.
yes, like comic,
Because
like
the credits was just space and
Yeah,
names flying
make
at the
them
screen.
make the comic panels pop up, like float, like the letters did from Superman 1 and all, even in this one, and just have them like in the background as the names pop up, like as the theme's going on, him fighting Mongol different, like Lobo.
Yeah,
maybe
like it'll start out as
Yeah.
like an actual
Yes.
clip, and then it slows down, and then becomes a
comic panel.
comic panel.
yeah.
You see where I'm going with
Yeah,
this?
yeah,
Where it starts in live action, like
Yeah.
fighting and moving,
Have Jim
does
Lee
like an
draw it,
epic
yeah.
punch, freeze the punch
Yeah.
on the impact, turn into a comic panel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then,
add like a little thick pow, like a little.
Yeah, and then have it like zoom on different scenes, like maybe him fighting other people or freeing the people. Have it be a revolution and people screaming and stuff, and he defeats Mongol, and he freed a whole planet of like prisoners and stuff, and then show him on Krypton, and then show him where the red sun should be, and then just green rock floating around, and then just him like sadly looking on his spaceship, and then him going back to Earth. And then that's it. Like, just like, yeah, end the credit scene with him just looking off into space where it should be, not there.
Yep.
And then just like,
Superman returns.
yes, yeah,
Boom.
and have him flying back, and then it's Superman returns. Like, use it.
Then you get the whole idea.
Canon.
We see where he went, and we
Yeah.
know he's returning to Earth, so we
Yes.
go with him on his return journey.
Yes.
Yeah, you could probably cut a little bit of the Lex Luthor stuff at the beginning
the
and
yacht scene.
spend more on that. But
I mean, dude, like
that's
compared
just
to
our little.
compared to how I saw it in 2006, like this was.
I
more,
really didn't like it back then.
No, neither did I, and that's what's sad because I watch it now as an adult, and you know what helped me? Superman and Lois. It had that heart and that conclusion and that story. It had me understand the relationship between Clark, not even Superman, Clark and Lois.
Yep.
It helped build it up, and then him having kids in that show, and it's just like this. It shows him finding out he is a dad, and like he has a purpose now. Like it's just not to save Earth. He is not Earth's biggest champion. He's now the father to this little boy, and he's gonna have to teach him how to be Kryptonian, and hopefully his other dad teaches him how to be human. Like he has he's a kid of two worlds now, and he has to kind of like co-parent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a Modern Family type situation.
Yeah. Modern audience.
Yeah, but I'm so glad you liked it because I watched it before you, and I was just like, dude, it's better than what I remember.
Yeah, and like the first time I watched it, I definitely didn't remember the old movies, so all the references I didn't get them.
Yeah,
like the cigarette thing. I definitely didn't get that like callback. I just she's cigarettes. Nothing had extra substance or layers. But when you watch it now, I saw all those movies with you because we talked about them a long time ago. But we'll try and do a new video of that on the headcanon. But yeah, like the old Superman movies lead into this, so it is a nice sequel. Like for a movie, sequel made like decade or so after the other movies, it's pretty damn good. I would give it an 8 out of 10.
Where's the 2?
Huh?
Where's the 2?
He doesn't fight anybody.
This is why we're not friends anymore.
And our beginning was better than their beginning.
Yeah. Well, because you want
and what I said too, like Lex Luthor had no plans in motion to fight the army. Yeah, he could defeat Superman, but it's just him and 4 guys on an island. He's not gonna do shit. So his master plan is pretty flawed.
Wasn't there no power though? With the island appearing, there's no power.
So planes and helicopters and stuff couldn't come from.
Yeah, that's why the plane crashed.
The seaplane, the biplane.
Oh wait, why did the cargo plane fall? Then the seaplane didn't then.
See?
No, wait, the cargo plane works on electric, the other plane doesn't.
And the yacht worked fine too.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
See, that's why it loses 2 points. And it's lucky to only lose 2 points because his plan falls apart completely.
No, hold on. It was I know why that plane crashed. Because it came back on.
Okay.
The power came on, so it's not electricity.
The army brings boats. Then they bring in old motor-powered boats with no electronics.
Cancel my EMP thing because the power came back on. It fucked up the electronics on the lock on the plane. That's
even
why
without powers, just forget the powers. Soldiers with guns, soldiers with sticks could beat his. He has like 3 guys, and they all died to the pillar anyway.
But his plan wasn't to fight anyone.
He was to hold the world hostage and sell off beachfront property.
Huh. I don't remember that at all. I thought it was just to have beachfront property.
He was going to absorb Metropolis and create like a Pangea and absorb the United States. And nobody's going to fight him on that?
I remember. Well, dude, if it's destroyed, how are they going to fight him?
No, because Kitty even says, she's like, what are you going to do about the military? And he goes, I'll have stuff 1,000 times more advanced. When? You haven't made any of that advanced stuff yet. He talks like the plan is just at the beginning and he's going to do a bunch of other stuff. But then he just makes the island. Right?
No, one island, though. He was going to make a couple.
So
there's a couple on that map. But he used a crystal and he said, tell me he was getting Kryptonian information from the library, too. He was going to make Kryptonian fucking robots and shit.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah, but
he already declared a war against the world. That's what I'm saying. Without any of the defenses.
With who, though?
Yet. He set up a fucking island next to Metropolis and was trying to absorb the city.
Yeah, but that's
just
one island,
though.
On
the United States.
That's one island, though. He was just trying to mainly get rid of Superman. Because Superman was
the
big issue.
The world wouldn't have, like, the United States especially wouldn't have any issue.
But how are they going to stop the island? What are they going to do? There's nothing to fucking attack.
Kill Lex Luthor.
Yeah, okay,
or
but
put him in jail.
Island.
But then he can't use any more crystals. Take the crystals from him.
They don't even know how he did it though. They wouldn't know.
I'm just saying his plan is flawed though.
It's not.
It is.
It was good.
I'm gonna go to war. I'll have advanced technology. You don't have it yet, but I will have it.
Yeah.
What? That means nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
You
he
can't
has
just
to create
say,
it.
I will create some stuff to fight them back, but not now.
But what are they trying to fight though? It's just an island. It wasn't like he was attacking people.
His island is trying to absorb another island
Okay.
and destroy, and the building started shaking and stuff. Like,
Yeah, but if he tells them I'm gonna do this again, unless you do this for me, then they're gonna fucking listen. He is holding the world hostage.
that's what I'm saying. And nobody's gonna fight him on this.
No,
or
because
do any type
because
of
he could tell them
pushback?
like, oh, I'm gonna do this to fucking Britain now. So give me this, or else I'm gonna do it. They can't stop him.
They would shoot him with a missile as he was flying to try and drop that shit over Britain.
Or they wouldn't know where he was.
They have a tracker on him.
How? Who?
When he
Who
was in
put the
jail.
tracker? Oh my god! Now you're reaching.
They-
You're little Grogu reaching
This
for
is
the ball now.
headcanon, is it not? So they put a little thing on him because they knew Lex Luthor will never.
I want
He'll
out of your
never
head.
not be doing
I
crimes.
want out of your head. And I saw what you were doing to Miss Kitty. In
Kitty.
your head cannon.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Rare.
But no, yeah, I see what you're saying. I had to argue it.
No, that's good. We had a little debate there.
It was fun
In
debate.
the comments below, what Superman Returns, do you think Lex Luthor's plan was flawed? How would he fight the military if they had any pushback on his plan? Is my co right? Am I right? Who
Or
do you
yeah,
side with?
leave
Or
a
neither?
comment. Superman or Lex or the army? Well, who would win?
Yeah, Lex right there with his current assets and everything, with what he has at the moment that he declares war. He has like nothing. But yeah.
But
But you're right, he does have something. He has the ability to literally
destroy the world.
cities.
Yeah,
So it is a little tough.
but
If he's dead, he can't do that.
before we go, I also wanted to ask: Do you see the connections between their first 4 movies, or you just kind of see it between the first 2 movies? Like
I know they try to
Christmas-
sprinkle in a little bit of the 3 and 4, but I like it just being
its
this
own?
is the 3rd movie.
Yeah, 'cause
There's some funny stuff in the 3rd
Yeah.
movie, but it's not that good.
Because in the CW, Superman, Brandon Mouse Superman says like, "Oh, I fought myself before. This isn't the first time." But he's making reference to Superman 3 when he
Okay.
fought himself as that evil like Clark Kent.
Maybe
So
in their headcanon.
it didn't happen
anyway.
yet. Like maybe he came back and then
After Superman,
yeah,
maybe Superman.
then he
Returns.
deals with that robot thing.
Yeah.
It continues on like this was a little
in
break.
Superman 3, they just don't mention. Jason.
Yeah. Oh, that's clever. Yeah. Like Jason. Well, Lois goes on goes out, doesn't she, on a research? Like she goes somewhere else doing another report. So maybe Jason's being babysitted. That is clever. Yeah, I like that. I like that little headcanon. Jason's in the background of 3 and 4.
Or he's on Argo City, like getting to know people.
Oh, you think Supergirl? I don't know why
Superman and Lois had an agreement, like let's let him, meet some more people like him or something. Or...
I just wish Bryan Singer would have continued. But Bryan Singer did a good job with Superman Returns. He did a good job with 2 of the X-Men movies. And so I like those first 2 were amazing.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I like it. I give it a 10 out of 10, but you know me, Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
All right.
Atheon, you got any more?
That's it.
That's it.
All right, folks. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.